I think the mid-jungle synergy for 100 Thieves has been pretty terrible.
So when does the squad come in? 2,000 health left on Baron. Can he get it? You've gotta be kidding me. Broxa comes into the pit, grabs the Baron. They get 2 kills over the top as well. 100 Thieves had the chance in their eyes and they've been blinded.
I don't think I've ever had a season start this poorly.
They're in the pit. 100 Thieves aren't contesting this so far. Meteos has the ability to jump over the wall. He tries to go unstoppable, but that was not it.
If we don't change and we continue to work as hard as we are, will we make worlds? And once the answer became no as a consensus, then changes had to happen.
Turret destroyed, inhibitor destroyed, 100 Thieves being destroyed.
I don't know if you can have a good working relationship without tension after that.
Because obviously if Contracts comes in and the team gets a lot better, then there's nothing you can even say.
It is just disaster into disaster. They've already lost 2.
Despite a respectable spring playoff finish that came off the back of a surprising top 3 regular season placement, Meteos and 100 Thieves' summer got off to a rough start.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now he's just going to package straight in there on a Meteos.
Straight into it. Meteos is going to get taken down. The red buff comes through very nicely on that. And that's a kill for Jizuke. As we say it, he pulls the trigger right in front of the team of 100 Thieves and picks their pockets.
Get a bit of a better spot where Galio's roaming down to help.
Bait, stun. You've got no one around you to help. Why are you challenging an Olaf? What was that purpose? And now Ryomo's forced to jump away as well, but Niski gets the crowd control, baited in by the hubris of your support. Niski, though, is going to be a close fight. Gets the taunt, gets the hit, has to pop the stopwatch, and Sven is there for good measure. Ensures that it's another 2 for 0, and this is going bad to worse for 100 Thieves.
I mean, he's really well known as an excellent team fighter, and they are going for the engage, but it's going to get turned
Oh,
around.
I'm talking about Cody's son being in a bad spot, and now he's getting himself away. But Pobelter's already found the kill onto Meteos, and CLG will continue pressuring forward. Cody stays back, Cody stays alive, but so does the entirety of CLG, and they'll find 2 kills.
It's frustrating that it feels like we're not even agreeing about what we need to change, and so we're not really moving in a direction. We're just kind of in this limbo.
100 Thieves were 1-5 after week 3, with their only win coming against an Immortals roster that's been since swapped out completely. And things were only getting worse.
No Fate's call to try and save him, so it's going to be a 5v4 for a while.
Looking to backdoor.
Yeah, he's trying to end the game right now. He's going to push the minions in. The Elder Dragon's going to go over 200 Thieves shortly. Speaker loops in. Doesn't quite get it. Meteos there with the smite is good. A Speaker is dead, but Bjergsen, he's going to try and finish it all up. The Nexus is dead. They need to cancel these back Aatrox. He's zipping back as fast as he possibly can go. Bjergsen is here. He's got the shockwave again. He used it, but it takes it the wrong way. But Bjergsen, oh no, that's it! Steals the Nexus away from 100 Thieves. What an ending!
Falling lower and lower in the standings, 100 Thieves knew they needed to make some big changes if they hoped to make Worlds.
At the end of the day, it was, guys, do we believe, and by guys I mean your staff, do we believe that if we don't change and we continue to work as hard as we are, because it's never been a commitment issue, will we make Worlds? And once the answer became no as a consensus, then changes had to happen.
And unfortunately for Meteos, he was going to be on the receiving end of those changes.
Beginning in week 4, we'll be making 2 changes to our starting LCS roster. Firstly, in the jungle, Contracts will be stepping in to replace Meteos. And we're making a second change at the support position, where Academy support Poom will be promoted to the LCS roster to replace Stung.
Getting bumped down to Academy is demoralizing for any LCS player, but it stung particularly deep for Meteos as he experienced the exact same thing 2 years ago. Same split, same week, same team, benched.
For full disclosure, like we kind of walked Meteos through our process. He basically accepted it and left and chose to release his statement, which I think is very much in his right. Like from his perspective, it's the same week 2 years later with the same org. For him to feel hurt and vulnerable in that moment and angry, and he's a guy who all year has been like our captain, like he's the guy who's like, guys, stop fucking around, we need to practice, we need to get on top of this. To be told that he's being removed is obviously going to be a huge affront to him.
Meteos was on 100 Thieves' inaugural LCS roster back when they first entered the league in 2018. Despite helping them make the finals in their first ever LCS split, Meteos was removed from the starting lineup after week 3 of the 2018 summer split. This move came out of left field for 2 reasons. The first being that 100 Thieves were coming off a 2-0 week. Things were looking good. And the second part was that Meteos seemed blindsided by this demotion. The community took Meteos' side, but the veteran jungler was later traded to FlyQuest, where he'd play for their academy squad as well. Fans were pissed off with 100 Thieves' silence on the whole situation, which is something that Nadeshot addressed months later.
We felt that a roster change was necessary, and bringing in a new jungler and removing Meteos, that was at the time the best decision. And I stand by our coaches and I stand by our management for making that decision. But where we could have done better with that entire transaction was our communication and my communication down to my team.
So coming into 2020, fans were surprised to see Meteos return to 100 Thieves, but it seemed like him and the org had moved past the benching, and they even memed on it in their announcement.
Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Huh?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
But the meme became a reality once again, as Meteos was dropped from 100 Thieves' starting roster 3 weeks into the summer split. And once he found out, Meteos was the first person to break the news to the world. Again.
This tweet also came out from Meteos after the benching. This is going to sound like a troll post, but just got word I'm being benched after week 3 summer again. Not sure why I expected anything different. Pretty weird to hear the players on my team didn't know about or agree with the decision. All credit goes to ZixLol, Jungle Juice Lol, and Papa Smithy. Clearly, the people not on the team know what's best for it.
I would just say banger tweet, live evil to that. That'd be my response.
Calling out 100 Thieves' coaching staff and management in his tweets, Meteos just couldn't hold back his feelings. Although this time, the community wasn't entirely on his side.
The chances of you being able to play on stage again does not increase by you being furious, going on Twitter and tagging your coaches, telling the world that you think your coaches and your staff have absolutely no idea of what they're doing.
But what's been worse than the community backlash to his tweets is the fact that 100 Thieves has looked better without him. They even went on to defeat the undefeated Cloud9, and the standout performance from that win was Contracts, Meteos' replacement.
What a game from 100 Thieves, just dominating start to finish here. Contracts running over his squad from the past. Someday, a monster on this Camille, and they are gonna close it out.
Finally, Cloud9 losing, and it's on the back of my boy. I've been singing his praises for such a goddamn long time. Juanito Arturo Garcia, better known as Contracts, ran a train using Olaf, just running over everybody.
This performance today is like, whoa, you are rivaling the kind of smashing games that Blabber does to other kids. You made Blabber look like what Blabber makes the rest of the league look like. That is super, super important for 100 Thieves moving forward.
A couple of weeks after the benching, Meteos parted ways with 100 Thieves. And according to the twitlonger he posted, it looks like he's going to be trying to broaden his future plans beyond playing professionally. But whether or not we see him back on the Rift, suiting up for the analyst desk, or restarting his stream, we have no doubt that he'll be back better than ever. Because if history has taught LCS fans anything, it's to never count out Meteos.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring that notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.